My next guest is best known for her role as Lois Lane in the Superman movies. Now she's got a regular role on the hit NBC series Boston Common. It airs Sunday nights at 8:30. Please welcome Margot Kidder. How you doing?
Well, I love those animals. We have them all in Montana. So
oh, yeah, they're great.
Fun.
They're great.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? There's a lot of them?
The bison, though, was a little scary.
The bison's scary.
Well,
the
when you
cougar?
go to Yellowstone Park, I have a cougar that comes around my house all winter and leaves big footprints. And
that's all he leaves? Just big footprints?
Well, they don't come out in the daytime.
Oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah. But they're scary. They will attack you.
No, well, if you kind of threaten them, they will, but generally they'll run from you, yeah.
But, well, they said a cougar will bring down a human, like, boom, like that.
If the human's threatening to the cougar, I think if you're just standing there, it's generally going to run away.
Really?
When I've seen them, they've run away from me and my dogs, yeah.
Really? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because they were just telling me we had a woman eaten here in Los Angeles by a cougar.
Well, this is Los Angeles. She was probably a very scary woman.
Yeah, I'm sure that was it. Well, there's no showbiz in Montana, so you just kind of hang out in the cabin?
I have a wonderful cabin at the foot of the mountains and write and watch the Jay Leno show. My only TV is...
thank you very much.
is the news every night and Jay Leno.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Now, we only get one channel, actually.
You used to do this show, well, that's why I said. Well, you know, I think there must be a reason.
I could change to Letterman, but it would take about 20 minutes with the rabbit ear.
Nah,
so
don't worry.
I like you much better.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So,
but see, you seem very relaxed. Now, when I spoke to you earlier, you said, oh, I'm nervous. But why would you be nervous? You used to do the show all the time, didn't you, years ago?
Well, I used to do it all the time, but in the old days, when we were wild and bad, generally in the green room, they pumped you full of booze, and I was never adverse to that in those days. So you came out quite sloshed and really made a major fool of yourself.
Yeah, well, those are the
Ed
good old days.
McMahon would kind of go down the couch with his cup full of vodka, and it was different. It was different.
Now we use crack, but it's basically the same. It's basically the same product. Now you came in from where? Toronto? Is that where you were?
I came in from Toronto. I was there hosting or filming the hosting of a really fascinating series of documentaries on different medical things you can have wrong with you, and the each. Is
this an autobiographical show? Or
yeah. Well, they did have a couple of mental illness ones, but there was each one had a name. For example, the one on pain was called The Invisible Enemy, and one of the ones I had to do the intro, and I said, the body is blah, 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 and then I go, hello, I'm Margot Kidder. This week, waiting to be normal. And I just, I went, I can't say this. I kept saying, I can't say this one. I can't do it. However, I got through it.
No, but you did. But I know you've been very candid. I mean, this has been a rough year for you. At least
it hasn't been a cakewalk.
No, no. But I mean, you handle it with humor, and I think that's important. I mean, I think you...
Listen, humor has been known since the ancient Greeks, and even the gods in the Greek myths knew that humor was the great healer for whatever ails you. It's why I watch your show every night. And Aristophanes, the books I gave you previously, was the great humorist of ancient Greece, who knew that the more you poked fun at something, particularly the gods, the better you were going to feel and the saner you were going to feel.
Well,
sometimes the magic works and sometimes it doesn't. What can I say?
Because I know that whole thing, I mean, you were literally on the streets there for a couple of days.
I was.
What was that like? Was that, I mean, were you just delusional and didn't know what
I was delusional, and it was terrifying. But I must say, after we talked, I realized that you were part of the delusion. Very much so. I thought, you know, I had CIA agents coming out of the woodwork, and a lot of homeless people who I thought were good CIA agents protecting me. And I was trying to get, which is when I got picked up, I was trying to get to a friend's cabin up in La Crescenta, which is in nature, which I need as part of my life. And she keeps the key to the cabin under a large bust of Jay Leno. And there's this huge clay bust with a large chin, so you know it's you. And as I was walking through the streets going, oh my God, I've got to go away from the CIA. Oh, there's another agent. Oh, the key has got to be under Jay Leno's chin. It's just got to be there or I'll die.
Our next animal is a fascinating...
So all the way through this trek through L.A., I just kept praying that...
Now, how did people not recognize you? I mean, you're on TV, you're in movies. I mean, did you get recognized as who you were?
You know, we don't really want to go into the teeth business again. It was very highly publicized, but I was looking very rough, so
yeah.
I think some people probably did.
Were homeless people nice?
The homeless people were so wonderful and so caring. It was as if they were a unified community that knew that any human being, anyone in this audience, you, me, could slip that far very quickly. And they were really caring.
Well, see,
and
that's the odd thing about Los Angeles. People think they don't have money. I mean, you see people on the streets every day, and it doesn't change who they are. They just don't have any money. So they could be very nice people.
Oh, there was one guy I remember said, "I know you from your other life," and I thought, and I might have, who knows? But you know, there probably people who used to be doctors. Or
now, do you like what you're doing now? Do you like this sitcom?
I so love the sitcom I'm doing now. Doing comedy is so different than doing drama. I used to when I was younger, always wanted to do great dramatic parts because, you know, you plunge the debts and you're taken seriously, you think. And then I realized at one point I was paid to go crazy, which I guess for me is not a particularly necessary thing.
But if you can pick up a couple of bucks too, what the hell?
And given the Aristophanes point of view that laughter, through laughter there's sanity, and because NBC is the only station I get on my television in Boston Commons on NBC, it all came together.
Well, let's take Margot, good to have you back.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and it looks like it's going to be a great year for you.
Thank you. It looks
good to see you again. Well, congratulations, Boston
Thanks very much.
Margot Kidder, be right back with the music of Dave Matthews Band right after this. See, that was easy.